Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Valkyries vlog, episode 3, and the third and final part of our Who the Hell Are the Valkyries series. So we've been through the Sick Twists, our original band, the Twists, our covers band, and then finally My Little Venture as Big Bear. So following Big Bear, we actually had a bit of a band hiatus. So Ollie had moved to Birmingham and I'd moved to Reading, so we were no longer doing any Sick Twist stuff or Twist stuff, and we kind of were just kicking about in musical nowhere. And that would run until about late 2014, 2015, when we started jamming once again. And I always think there's two ways that bands start. Either you put adverts out and say, I'm looking to start a band, can some awesome musicians come and chip in and play some music? Or a couple of mates get together and say, we'd like to write some songs and play some music. And this band, the Valkyries, is definitely the latter. So Ollie has been one of my best friends since school, and here are some photos just to show you the kind of hijinks we used to get up to when we were teenagers and beyond. And then Tom was my best friend at university, and again here are a couple of pictures of the kind of hijinks we got to there as well. So it's just one of those really lovely things, isn't it? You start a band with your mates, you play some music, it's all good fun, and this is where we join the Valkyries. So, unknown to me and Ollie, Tom had been living in London for a couple of years and had taken up drumming lessons. He was having lessons once a week and had quietly become an insanely good drummer. And then one day we were just chatting, organising what we call a fellas weekend, a nice little catch up, and we thought, why don't we just do a jam? So Ollie will play some guitar, I'll play some bass, do a bit of singing, and Tom will play the drums. So Tom booked this place, and we headed down to London, and we headed to this industrial estate in the middle of nowhere, and the guy that was running the place was nowhere to be seen, so we had to sit in a pub for about an hour and wait for him. And then when he did turn up, he led us to what has to be one of the most terrifying studios, recording areas. I'm not sure you can count it either. Really, it was half an ISO container with a couple of old amps in it, a mic stand, and then a place for this guy's laptop. And we didn't have any songs to play, we were just jamming, we just thought we'd have some fun. And we came up with genius lyric ideas like this. I don't have a clip of us playing that song because I didn't record practices back then, which is a real shame. In fact, I apologise for the slight lack of clips on this video because we don't have an awful lot of clips from the early days of the Valkyries because we weren't really planning on being a band, it was just for fun. And the best thing I think about this story is that after that awful song Manure, which is about the only thing we played, the gentleman that was running the ISO container actually tried to sign us to, I think, his non-existent record label, and we politely declined. And we'd carry on doing these impromptu jams for probably another 6-7 months until one day we thought, you know what? Why don't we be a band? And that's when the Valkyries started, and we kicked a lot of names around to start with, so we thought about just keeping our old moniker, the Sick Twists. Another favourite was This Is a Robbery, and then one day out of nowhere we just settled on the Valkyries, and that's where it all started off. So one of the things I promised to do on this vlog series was to play some more unrefined, unreleased, kind of unedited material, and what I'm about to play now is as unrefined, as unedited, and as unperfected as it can be, and it's some footage recorded on my phone from one of our earlier practices, and it features some songs that we kind of drafted but never did anything with, as well as some random chat and rubbish in the meantime. I apologise in advance for the poor quality of the recordings, but hopefully they are amusing, and they also maybe give you some insight into how we write songs when we're just kind of jamming, which is one of the more fun things to do as a band. So, see what you think.
formation. What the fuck am I trying?
I don't know. It doesn't sound bad though.
That's a really creative combination.
Let's go again. Let's go again.
Yeah. It's quite. I said it's like a chill out one though. It don't be shit.
Just before we all say play whisper, we just like to say that the buffet is now open. Buffet. The buffet is now open. Buffet. Chicken legs, all on cheese cake. Chicken legs, all on cheese cake.
So there was some practice footage I recorded on my phone. Apologies for the quality. You got to hear my terrible drumming. You got to hear that Tom is also a good singer as well as a drummer, and you got to hear plenty of Ollie's awesome guitar work as well. And I hope that just gives a bit of insight into how fun practices can be and just how silly most of them are. Obviously, we do rehearsal-based ones as well, where we just play the same songs over and over again, but those aren't as much fun to play, you guys, so I didn't. And that brings us nicely to the end of our history of the Valkyries series. So we've been through the Sick Twists, the Twists, Big Bear, and now we're up to date with the Valkyries. The next series of episodes will be on our debut album, All Bets Are Off. As always, it's available on all the streaming services, links down below. Feel free to have a listen, drop a comment, tell us what you think, good or bad. And I'll be doing an episode on the pre-production of it and the planning of it, the inspiration behind it, the recording of it in the studio at Railside Records, and then finally a chapter on the release of that album. I'll be playing loads of nice little clips and some videos and stuff like that, and then we'll finally move on to the production of this second album, which I'm still really excited about and I'm working on as I do these vlogs as well. So I'm aware that I've talked a lot in this vlog, and I apologise for that. So I thought I would leave you with a clip from a song off All Bets Are Off as a warm-up to start to talk about the album. It's a song called The Epiphany, and it's sung by an amazing singer called Claire Dunn, who still performs around the London area. She's amazing, she's fantastic. Go listen to her music, she plays a great ukulele. And until next time, I guess, thank you for listening, and I'll see you soon.
Dreaming by candlelight, longing to the night. Don't hold on too tight. My dreams are taking flight. Floating through dusty air, light shining low so fair. Can't help but stop and stare. Sunset.